Hi, everybody. It's David Rhodes with Fire Engineering with the August Editor's Opinion. Trust, Love, and Thermodynamics. This month is featuring a lot about leadership, and we can't talk about leadership without talking about trust, one of the core essential components to the success of any leader. When I coined the Trust, Love, and Thermodynamics class probably 15 years ago, I put trust at the very top because it is so important. Trust is often misunderstood, and a lot of people think that they can't trust people. They just have to force compliance. And if that's all you're doing and you're not building trust, then you're not going to get very far as a leader. So my advice to you on that stage of leadership is always invest the time into folks to build that trust, and you'll find, as is said in the famous book by Stephen Covey Jr., The Speed of Trust, that there are taxes and dividends, and the low trust relationships have a lot of taxes, and the high trust relationships pay a lot of dividends, and nothing is faster at getting things done than when you have trust within the organization and with individuals. The next one is love, and we're not talking about Valentine's Day type of stuff here. If you look up the definition of the word, you'll find one of the meanings is a deep affection for something. And if you don't care about people and you don't care about their well-being and their development and to see them succeed, then please don't take a leadership role. Just remain where you're at. Stay in your world and do your thing. But if you don't like people, if you don't like to see people succeed, if you don't want to help people along that journey and be partners with them and grow together, then you shouldn't be in a leadership position. So you got to love your people. And as the old saying goes, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So it definitely holds true. And then last, thermodynamics, added in there as one of my favorite people to study is Colonel John Boyd, who most of you may know from the development of the OODA loop. But he had a thing in his work about leadership, and that you couldn't understand leadership unless you understood the second law of thermodynamics, which is entropy. And the point of that is that anything in a closed system basically loses its energy over time and stays in a perpetual state of chaos. And so for the organization, think of it as a person who never gets outside the organization, never gets outside of their field, outside of their department, out of their state and region, and sees what else is out there, has a natural tendency to focus inward on themselves or their own organization. And we see that a lot. Sometimes the bigger the organization, the more that happens. And people say, well, we're the experts in this area, sort of the big fish in a small pond, if you will, mentality. So you have to be careful about that and make sure that you get out and experience, go look at other fire departments and see how they're doing things. You'll be surprised at how much you will learn from the smallest volunteer department all the way to the busiest paid station. You will find certain things that apply, certain things that you can pick up on, but you've got to get out of your environment and see the world and give yourself a different perspective in order to grow. So trust, love, and thermodynamics, three things that I think are essential to any leadership position. Certainly not all the formula to make you successful, but definitely three important ones. We'll see you next time.